Hi, in this video we are going to talk about strings. We will start this video with strings features, then we will continue with the string abstract data type, and then finally we will cover the lab sessions or the practicals about strings. So the first thing is string is immutable. It means if you have created a string, then you can't change its value afterwards. And if you will try to change its value, you will get an exception saying str object does not support item assignment. I have already created a video, please check that out. Next concept is what is string? It is just a collection of alphabets, words or other characters. In Python we don't have any type called characters. It is just a string whose length is 1. Next concept is how to access those string elements. If they are just a collection of alphabets and you want to access each element, you can use the index variable char is equal to string. Then its indexing starts from 0 and it continues to length of that string minus 1. You can find the length using the len method. Next concept is what if you want to fetch out the part of that string? Then it has the concept of substring. For example, in here st is just a substring for this char string. Now let's talk about string abstract data type. Abstract data type is nothing but what are the behaviors of that type, or in more simpler term, what are the operation you can perform with those type. With strings we can perform a lot of operations. I have listed some of them, like returning the character at specific point, concatenation of two strings, searching for elements, extraction of two strings, searching for elements, extraction of substrings, matching regular expression, and text processing. We will learn about regular expression maybe in more depth in another video. So first of all, let's navigate to Jupyter Lab and try to learn about the string basic concepts. Okay, so let's create two variables over here. So I'll say first name is equal to Ravi and last name is equal to Kumar. Okay, so the first ability of string is how to retrieve the elements or to how to get the value at a specific index. To use it, we can use the square brackets. So let's do it. Print of first element of first name is equal to, we can say, of first name index starts from 0, so the first index is 0. Okay, now consider how these indexes works. So this is something like if you are going to left to right, then it is like 0 1 2 3, and if you want to go from this right to left, then you have to go to minus. So let's say a print a last element of first name. I will say then it should be something like first name and minus 1. Okay, and if you want to fetch the second last element, then you will provide the minus 2, and according to this way you can do it. Okay, so the next part is how you can concat or add two strings. So let's create one more variable called full name, and I'll say first name. So it has internal method called add. So and I'll say last name. So any method which starts from two double underscore, so they are called dunder methods and it has special meaning. So if you'll say that this is a method defining str, okay, we can override this and we can use the same thing with some plus last name. Okay, so I missed this equal to. Okay, so we can override this add method. We will learn about how we can do operator overloading and all in our oops concepts video. Till then I think we should wait. Okay, so the next thing is let's consider we have some we want to format some strings, like if we are coming from C or Java background, then we use the format specifier like %s, %d and all. So let's say print I'll say my name is, for string we use the percentages, so I'll see the percentages, and then I will have to provide this first name comma last name. Okay, but to use it we have to provide this percentage symbol over here. Okay, and now we can run it. So you can say that my name is Ravi Kumar. Okay, so it is accessing its value. The next thing is like how we can format it, because in string we have a method called format and we can use it and provide its indexes, something like this one. Let me copy this one. Okay, and let me put this here, and I'll say my first name is, apart from this percentages we will provide the index position, that on position 0 we'll have this one, and on percentage 1 I will have this one. Okay, before this it is a string, so I will use the dot format method, and then I have to provide what are the values inside this. Okay, so just remove this, and I think it is done. So now let's run this. So my name is Ravi Kumar. Okay, apart from this string we have f string concept, so we can directly access the variable using the curly braces. So let's say print. To use the f string you have to use the first symbol over here, and to access the variable place them into this bracket. So I'll say first name, and I will provide the last name as over here. So the best part is you can also get the IntelliSense. Okay, so here you will get Ravi Kumar. Okay, so in this way, in 3 ways we can format our string. So we have percentages, we can provide the indexes, and we can use the f string concepts. Apart from this, consider a scenario where you have long strings, or you can say that you have multi-line comment, multi-line. Let's create one variable as about, and let me brag about myself. So like something like this is the string, multi-line strings representation. So I'll say something like, hi, I am Ravi. I'll say I'm a software engineer, part-time teacher, and a problem solver. Okay, and when you will print this about section, then you will get the whole string without any formatting. So it is something like your raw string variable. So there is the new line and all spaces will be there. Okay, so next concept is like we know that we can either use single quote or double quote to represent our strings value, but consider a scenario where this single quote or double quote itself come in the string value. Let's say question, and in this we say what's your name. And if we will provide this into the single quote, so it will throw syntax error because we are not proper opening and closing the quotes symbol. So what we can do to solve this is, first thing is let's comment this out, and let's create one more variable over here. Okay, so the first and simple solution is we can use the double quote over here. So now we have the proper quotation. Apart from this, what we can do is we can see something like Control Z. Okay, what we can do is we can separate out, or we can treat them as different strings, and we can concatenate. Okay, so let's do something like this. So let's do something like this one. Control C, Control V, and I'll say this is another string. I will concatenate using plus symbol, and still we are missing this single quote, so we'll use it into concat. Again we can use the plus symbol. Okay, apart from this we can also use the skip sequence operators like okay, let me again copy it, and if you want to just skip this that you do not want to ignore this symbol, so or you want to just ignore what is written over there, so just use the / over there. Okay. Apart from this, they have like for escape sequences operators, like if you will say /t, then it is like for tab / and for new line, and also I think you already know it. If you don't, then please play with some formatters and try to Google it, and if you have any doubts, then please let me know in the comment section. Okay.